welcome back. Thanks for stopping by my video blog. Well, this is the fun part for me. I like to report to people what's happening in the market. So we just completed the first quarter of 2013, and every month we have our little market stats, and so we track certain areas: Morro Bay, Los Osos, San Luis, Pismo Beach, Napomo to Paso Robles. So kind of the general part of the county, the area that we work when we buy and help people buying and selling homes. So interesting, you've probably heard a lot of this in the news, but I just want to back it up with really what's happening. So this first quarter of 2013, we've had sales are up about 7%. So not too many. I think we jumped from 729 first quarter of last year, 2012, up to 780. So we had about 51 more sales, which is about a 7% increase. Average prices went from about 388 in the whole area we serve to about 425, so that's about a 9%, almost a 10% increase. And the big news that you hear about all the time is the inventory is down from 964 available homes at the end of March last year to 614 in the end of March this year. That's a 36% drop. So why are prices going up? Low inventory. Why are there so few homes for sale? I think there are two reasons. One, because interest rates are so low. If you're a first-time buyer getting into the market, it's very affordable. So we have a lot of people coming into the market that have nothing to sell, and they're buying these homes. The second is you have people that have some money set aside in the bank and it's not earning much interest, so we see more investors. Now those people also are not selling, so you have two new groups of people that are entering the market more than they have in the past. So that's why in my opinion, there are not as many homes for sale, and people are like, where are all the homes? They're being bought, and they're being bought by these two groups, and not as many by someone selling a house and letting go of it and buying another house. So that's what's limiting our inventory. Second question that comes up a lot is like, okay, we've seen a big jump in prices. I mean, there's examples of, I've seen houses that are selling for in the low threes, or condos that are selling for virtually 4 or a little after or more this year. That's a huge jump. Is this a bubble? No. And here's why. One is the inventory, but two is the last time we had a rise pretty quickly in prices, 04, 05, 06, the loans that were being made at that time were loans to people that were teaser rates. Hey, we'll sign you up for 2.5%, but in 6 months to a year it could go 3, 4, 5, 6, 7%. Okay, so we don't have that anymore. We have no teaser rates. We have very low fixed locked interest rates. So when people get into a home, they can afford it and it's not going to adjust. And secondly, as you all have heard, the underwriting is more diligent. So they wouldn't just give a loan to anybody who had they don't do that now to anybody that just says, yeah, I make so much money. They actually verify and go through. So the loans that have made the last 3, 4, 5 years have been very well vetted, very qualified people. And then, of course, those people are locked into those payments. So I think if there was any adjustment in interest rates, people don't have to dump their homes because they had no business buying them or they can't afford them. So I see a strong market happening. I see a strong market continuing, and I don't see much change in the foreseeable future. So that brings up some challenges if you're buying and brings up some fun opportunities if you're selling. So if you have any questions about that or we can help you out, do call us anytime. Our number again, 781-3750, 781-3750, and again, I really appreciate all the referrals you send us, so we very much appreciate that. Have a great day.